Hello to you, my fellow Dark Ones. How are you guys doing today? How's life? Do you have any idea what is the most important thing that I do in every Minecraft world? Could it be making a purple bed? Maybe. Could it be sawing down villagers? It's fun, but no. Is it making brine, the fluid? No, unfortunately not. It is a kitchen. I love food a lot. So ladies and gentlemen, welcome to our brand new kitchen, which is missing a sink, unfortunately. Do you want to know the recipe for a sink? There you go. It's amazing. As you guys already know, in this mod pack we do have Spice of Life, and therefore the more food we eat, the more hearts we are going to gain. And that's going to be a maximum of 88 hearts, so I have been busy in between the episodes cooking some food. And yes, that's a lot of food. But I have been thinking how to make more food and, well, apparently this is a very good option. It's just that we don't have that much ingredients. Well, honestly speaking, that's a nice variety. I'm happy with that. Now that we have a decent variety of food and we're getting tons of calories, maybe it is time to burn those calories. Obviously, by doing some work. So I was thinking to myself that I want to work a bit around our main base before moving to the desert, and well, there is one block that I'm missing. I have never ever used it in my life, but that block is called asphalt. I don't know why, I'm being stupid. Obviously, the main way of getting bitumen that we need in order to make asphalt from immersive engineering, immersive petroleum, is through oil and a distillation tower. And obviously the good part of it is that it doesn't really have to be crude oil from immersive petroleum, it can also be from thermal foundation. The thermal foundation oil comes from oil shales or oil sand, and well, we do have a bit of that in the desert. You can also get it from a laser drill, so maybe that is also something that we need to do, because I'm also in need of dimensional crystals. And by crystals, I just meant the shard. I swear I was flying around earlier and I saw oil. That's tectonic petroleum. That's not oil. That is oil. Come with me. So I'm not really sure how much oil we would be able to get, but I just want a teeny tiny bit to get started with. We want item stack, oil sand, and look for it. Whoa. I was not expecting that. I'm also adding speed upgrades. We're up to 2000, 4000 RF. It's not that bad. Okay, 12,000 RF. And while we are gathering some oil, I have to make the distillation tower. Oh, and by the way, I'm not just doing this for bitumen, we're also in need of lubricant, because we need it inside a rolling machine from advanced rocketry in order to make plates. Well, not now, but probably later on. We're just thinking ahead. I just wanted to give you a very pro tip. It's always a good idea to have your oil processing next to your kitchen. Makes your food a bit more healthy. So now that we have the oil sand, what the hell do we do with it? We need to pulverize it or a magma crucible. Well, unless there is a reason to get tar, I do not see any need of pulverizing it. Rocket fuel. Okay. Yeah, I don't really see any reason. We're just gonna melt it in a magma crucible. Later on, once I get the laser drills, we're going to have a dedicated system in order to transfer the oil over here, but for the moment we're going to have a magma crucible. So input from the bottom, output from the top, one augment, and I guess we can use some pipes. You should auto output. Yes. Perfect. And now that you're outputting, how the hell do we store everything? Because we're getting 3 outputs. Well, for the moment, we are going to put them inside thermodynamic tanks. I have made some upgrade kits, and I have also made some fluid filters. So I think we should just be able to drag and drop. This one is going to be diesel, second one is gasoline, and the final one is lubricant. So if we just hook it up, they should get filled in. Yes. Perfection. And 2 bitumen gives you 8 asphalt, unless you use slag. Which I'll be perfectly honest with you, we have some slag. I was going to say we don't. Now that we have our distillation tower and it's cooking up some bitumen for us very slowly, I thought maybe it's a good idea to start working on the laser drill. So the laser base does not have a horrible recipe unless you look at this, osmoiridium. Well, osmium obviously is not the problem is going to be the iridium. So over at our ore miner, we're getting some platinum. I'm just trying my best not to use UU matter, that's it. And if we put it inside the sag mill, we do get iridium, just a bit. Did I mine anything? No, that is perfectly fine. It's gonna save us a bit. Actually, since it is an alloy, I think we have enough. Because 1 iridium should give you 2 ingots? Yes, exactly. Then we're good. So if I'm not wrong, we should be able to have 2 laser bases, if we put the block in, obviously. And then we're going to have 8 laser drills. Thank you. The laser drills are going to need access to bedrock in this version of Minecraft, so I was thinking we put it down here under our base. The problem is all the lava. This is a sponge from open blocks, it will remove every fluid. Oh, come on. It's like Swiss cheese. So clear access to bedrock means that This is valid, right? I just mean that if it's something that we can place down on bedrock. So let us get one more quantum entangloporter. And some of you guys have been suggesting that instead of using a quantum entangloporter, I should use flux networks. Well, that's not really going to happen because in order to get into flux networks, what you need to do is to have a quantum entangloporter, convert it into a dimensional transceiver from Ender.io, put it inside the sag mill, and then you will get flux cores. So yeah, I'm sorry. So if we provide you guys with some power like so, yeah, it seems you can place it down on bedrock. We just need upgrades. So I just got some upgrades and I have a bit of a problem. So these are the efficiency upgrades, right? Meaning that it's going to consume less power per operation. But if you use the speed upgrades, the power is out. And the flux duct can transfer 250,000 RF per tick. So are you consuming more than 250,000 RF per tick? Even with the one? I don't get it. What if I just use a quantum entangloporter directly? Well, it's keeping up. With both of them, no. Let me get some cryo-stabilized flux ducts. Well, with a cryo-stabilized flux duct, it doesn't make any difference. I think it's just consuming that much power. You know, it's more than its buffer. But in any case, we got our first dimensional shard. And I cannot break it. You jerk! Oh, lovely. You can also not break it with Psi. What if I silk touch? No, it's fine. I have to upgrade my pick. And just to make sure that the quest is going to count, we're also going to make a sharpening kit. There you go. Can I pick it up? Thank you. Actually, I needed dimensional shards in order to make an enchanter. It's a very good thing that I remembered. Because, you know, one of the things that I'm doing is that I'm using extra utilities in order to get some opinium cores so that I can get the Kikoku. Literally, the only thing that I was missing for the enchanter was dimensional shards. We just need like 4 more. Oh, and some magical wood. And I think for magical wood to work, we need to do it inside a vanilla crafting table. Yes, exactly. That is one. We're out of XP. Thank you. If we have, we have 2 more dimensional shard ores, we're good. So 1 more infused diamond, and ladies and gentlemen, the enchanter from Ender.io. Now I can get some decent armor. Since it has been 2 episodes that we're having a problem with harvest levels, I was thinking maybe we should stay 1 step ahead and upgrade our pick. So this one is Indirium, and the next one is going to be Terrasteel. I know what you're going to say. We don't have anything. That's not very true because we have the arc furnace, even though I haven't filtered anything yet. And I can bet you that we have some Terrasteel. Oh, we have 6. 6 is awesome. We can upgrade our pick, make the sharpening kit. Now that we got the quest, we melt you down one more time. Terrasteel is expensive, I don't want to waste it. Thank you. We shall use one in order to upgrade our band of mana. Also the ring of magnetization. Ooh, fancy, very fancy, truly fancy. Also, did you know that the next harvest level is Supremium? We have a Supremium watering can. This might sound very stupid to you, but what we're going to do is that we're gonna melt it. Next one is going to be Draconic evolution, so it's not really gonna happen anytime soon. But this Supremium watering can should give me 3 ingots. Yes. We get the sharpening kit. That should be the quest itself. Thank you. We melt it again. And we shall get the pick. But one of the perks of unlocking these gates is that with Terrasteel, we get 4 infusion crystals. So I know this is not very good, but we have another distraction that needs to be addressed very soon. First things first, I have assembled the other laser drill, and this one should be operational as well. You know, if we can't make one of them go super fast, we might as well have 2 of them. So the issue that kind of came up is that we're getting star metal ore. I honestly have no idea how this is happening, but it's happening. Why do we need stardust? Good question. Do you see this? Basic wireless energy crystal. Draconic evolution. So that basically means that my first priority at this very moment should be to improve these reactors so that we are going to burn MOX nuclear fuel faster so that we would be able to get some plutonium. Which also needs cyanide blocks, which I forgot. Which is fine. As a quest reward, I did manage to get 24 reactor casings. This is from bigger reactors. Well, apparently they're called extreme reactors now. But you can search them with big. And all I need to do is not to break my base. No, joking aside, a fission reactor controller, a nuclear reactor from IC2, which I don't think we have any of these things. It's one of those days that I literally have nothing. Anyways, nuclear reactor and lead large plates. Oh, that is perfectly fine. Give me a large plate. Thank you. And that should be our... Ooh, basic crafting. Uh-oh. Oh, it's not that bad. I was wondering why it's not working. Although, now that we are doing this, let us make sure that it's going to count. Extended crafting. Bragging rights? No. Oh, you need literally like everything. Okay, it's fine. If I have not messed up anything, this should be our basic crafting table. We can't really unlock it at this very moment, so who cares? All the garbage go in, and voila, the reactor controller. That should be a gate, come on. Also, you guys are being very loud. Shut up. I absolutely did not have a plan of doing this today, and unfortunately we're almost out of everything. We don't really want this reactor to be like hyper efficient, we just want it to burn fuel, so we need a few controllers, and that requires a ton of blocks and a ton of circuits. And unfortunately I just used all of my circuits in order to make the other circuits for quantum entangleporters. So I have to wait for it to be done one by one. It's fine, we are not in a hurry. So the way that we want it to work is that we want it to burn fuel faster, correct? So we have 18 fuel rods and all of them are touching each other. We shall have our input and output. Well, now output. And for the moment, unfortunately, we only have like 3 controllers. Well, with this one, it's going to be 4 and the 5. And I think we should have enough casings. Yes, we just need 4 more controllers. This should be the final controller, and I'm not really sure, but since yellorium is disabled in this mod pack, we should be able to burn uranium? No? What? Oh, it went in. Yes. That's actually a decent amount of power, I'm not gonna lie to you. Should I make it chunkier? Maybe I should. Because the control rods were the expensive part and not the fuel rods, we're out of steel. I have made extra fuel rods, so we would be able to expand this reactor by 2 more rows. We don't really need to go crazier than that because I already got like 2 blocks of cyanide, so we're good. Uh-oh. Yeah, it had to be 1 block taller. It's fine. We get more rods. Damn. Oh, it's graphite. I also realized I assembled the reactor without the power tap, so apparently you don't really need to extract the power, but we're gonna do that, just for fun. Well, not really for fun, but I really want to use these industrial battery banks from Industrial Renewal. So how much power are we generating? Wow, it's actually dropping in efficiency. Because, you know, I literally quadrupled the fuel rods and we're not generating that much power. So what if we do some unscientific efficiency? Oh, that's redstone. What I want is some cryotium. Yes, much better. So with less fuel rods and a bit of cryotium, it's actually much more efficient. I don't really care, I just want it to burn fuel. You know, we want the cyanide. So these battery banks from Industrial Renewal are extremely cool. They do work with thermal expansion, that is good. We should be able to hook it up to the reactor, perfect. And yes, you might notice that the power is not being deposited. That's because we need some batteries. We convert them into lithium batteries, and you know, you just right-click them in. They're fun. I love the gauges. But we are getting distracted. In order to make plutonium, what we're going to need is some plutonium, which we already figured out how to get. We're going to need Palace crystals, which we can have. Cyanide, which we just got. This is cobalt, we don't really care, we got millions of them. And mana-infused metal. So mana-infused metal on its own is a pain to craft because you need mana still, but we have a cheaty way over here. I think, yes, mana-infused ore. We get it from the ore miner. It's not very cheaty, that was already very expensive. And I guess right now we should start addressing the elephant in the room. I have extended our reactor by 2 more levels, and what we want to be able to do is to burn MOX nuclear fuel at insane rates. Well, not insane, decent. This is a very basic pattern. How much is it going to generate heat? Actually, it's not that bad, but it's mainly for the Indirium coolers, I guess. Let's break it one more time. And now if we fill it in, is it gonna be hot? Still good. And yes, I am wearing a hazmat suit, don't you worry. So for the moment, if we add some graphite over here, what's gonna happen? Okay, we're hot, which means we should be able to have some redstone coolers like so, and add helium like so. We do have a bit more helium, good. So how will you perform? Good, 50,000 RF. Power is also kind of important, as well as symmetry itself. 63,000, 59,000, your favorite number, and 75,000. After playing around with the reactor and using different types of coolers, we're now up to 120,000 RF per tick, which I'm happy with that. I'm assuming now we're burning the fuel fast enough. The only problem is that I have disconnected our ore miner, and let us see if we can power it with the Draconic evolution energy crystal from this reactor. We want to burn fuel, so we need to use it consistently. You're not consuming any power. Oh, because you're off. Okay, yeah, now it's working. Wait a minute, now I have to focus on ore processing. Before doing the actual ore processing, I just wanted to give you a very small update. Why am I running so slow? Hazmat suit, yes. So over at our reactor, I made a few changes. I added 1 more fission reactor port, we have a fuel reprocessor, and 1 crafter from RF tools. It's going to take the tiny pile of plutonium, convert it into plutonium, then mix it with uranium, and give us MOX nuclear fuel, which goes back inside the reactor. So after we get 5 stacks of MOX nuclear fuel, the fission reactor itself is going to be full, also the output of the RF tools crafter, correct? Although I'm assuming we can decrease it to 2 stacks of MOX nuclear fuel. Then plutonium is going to get full, and tiny pile of plutonium will get full. And now if we have a conduit with a lower priority, we should be able to get the tiny pile of plutonium in our own base. The excess ones. But I guess if I take some of the plutonium from here, come on, give it to me. Weren't you supposed to remember stuff? Yes. We're going to use this plutonium in order to get 2 blocks of plutonium. And voila, that is 18 Draconic cores. So just to make sure, can I at least have the one? So as usual, as a quest reward, yes, we have a dislocator. You need it in the stupid recipe, I'm sorry. We cook the draconium, and now we need this, genetic processor. I'm not gonna lie to you, this is cheap. Like super cheap. Therefore, ladies and gentlemen, our first Draconic core. That should be another gate. Thank you. So we get a choice reward between different loot bags. Okay. And I have done a ton of quests, let us claim them. Well, it's not a ton, but it's decent. Well, we got the infusion crystals and 2 more Draconic cores. But the main reason that we cannot make more Draconic cores, and oh, by the way, this is asphalt, is that we don't really have that much Draconium. Last time that we came to the Twilight Forest, we were merely testing. This time, we try to get a bunch. Every time that you move it, you just get 1. Yeah, literally 1. Although this is not the way that you should get Draconium, you should get Draconium from the Deep Dark, and I have to start making the portal. Maybe that is actually more important than ore processing. Well, this time we got 3, and I don't have food. So, the Deep Dark portal, I thought maybe before I start looking for more Draconium, we should work on this, because that does require sextuple compressed cobblestone. That's almost 2 million cobblestone, which is a bit. We do have a mod in this mod pack which provides us with a cobblestone generator. And I really don't want to admit it, but apparently it's very efficient. So, we need to make a ton of these empty frames. 64 is good. We shall fill in our reservoir. That's 40 buckets. Oh, this is a compact one. Ew. So the empty frames go in, we get infinite water sources. Since it is nuclear craft, let us get a few upgrades. 4000 RF, that's not bad. Well, with a teeny tiny bit more water, we have 1 stack of infinite water sources. Now we need to start infusing it with lava, and we do have a lava production with a buffer. Do you have a buffer? Yes. So water goes in with some lava. Yeah, it works. We just need a bit more. The garbage cobblestone generators gives us 8 cobblestone constantly per second. And now we need to upgrade it. This is 64 cobblestone. Did I make too much? No. And the final one, 512. That was actually easy to craft. So I already know what you're going to tell me. Lash, use a compacting drawer. But no, we're going to use RF Tools Crafter. Sue me. No, I don't like courtrooms. Down here at our basement, I think we should have a small tunnel. It's full of cobblestone. Okay. I was kind of expecting that. Let us try to get some RTGs. We need graphite. This is a tier 2 crafter, correct? We are getting cobblestone faster than we can craft it, so we're going to have multiple recipes. You know, like so. And now we're going to make another crafter in order to do the rest. Meaning that it's going to give us double compressed. That is triple compressed. Quadruple. Yeah, you need to extract a bit faster. Yes. Quadruple is going to give us quintuple. And there's like 1 more. Extract faster. What if we have 1 more pattern for compressed cobblestone? You know, it should craft it faster. And maybe 1 more? Yeah, this is a much more decent rate. Although now that I'm thinking, we're not using the full potential of the cobblestone generators, so we will upgrade the crafter to tier 3. And we try this again. And put it back here? Do you have the patterns? No, it's fine, we shall make new patterns. You know, every time that you add the same recipe, it's like an additional crafter is crafting you the block. That is the goal, we want it to go like super crazy fast. Which, to be honest with you, it's kind of working. But we have 1 quintuple compressed cobblestone. Well, the crafter tier 3 is faster than the cobblestone generator. We need 1 more. With 2 cobblestone generators, this is how fast we are making compressed cobblestone, and we already have a sextuple compressed cobblestone. So I just need to AFK a bit. I don't even have to go to the Twilight Forest. We can just go to the Deep Dark. And in the meantime, I'm going to try and gather more hearts by damaging myself a bit. Yes, just have to make sure I don't die. Anyways, see you in like 15 minutes, 20 minutes, half an hour, I don't know. I have been AFK for a little bit of time, I have been eating some food, and well, we're very close. I mean, we're actually too close. Very soon we're going to have 3 of them. Come on, you can do this. Yep. There's only 1 left. A horologium, again. It's fine, I can get damaged. It has been a while later, and apparently we're missing some dairy. And unfortunately, as a result, I lost my blue heart, so we need to take some damage. There are so many ways of taking damage, don't you worry, I know most of them. Yes, another one. I already added more patterns for the next tier of Cobblestone, but I think we should have, yeah, we have 5 of them. And yes, we have to go all the way until octuple compressed Cobblestone because we need it in order to make the creative ME storage cell. But judging by the fact that this is way in the future and we already got like 2 million Cobblestone, I don't think it's going to cause us any problems. Anyways, the pattern is here. So there you go. The Deep Dark Portal. That should be something. No? Not a quest. Well, it should have been a quest, but who cares? So as you guys probably know, the Deep Dark is going to kill you if it gets too dark. So we need to take some torches. See you in darkness. There should be torches, yes. Normally we have to go like way down, but I think with the digital miner we can just dig from up here. Only one. Uh-oh. Ooh boy, that's not great. We can always go to Planet George. And yeah, between all the recipes, the chances of getting it in the Deep Dark is actually highest. Yeah. It's 0.6%. So I think the actual way that you have to get it is through the ore miner. Yeah, it's slightly better than the Twilight Forest, but that is not the way. And no, I don't really think you would find it in the end because it doesn't show you in the JI. Maybe there are no meteors. It doesn't really matter at this very moment because we will have enough Draconic cores in order to get decent energy crystals. And by decent, I just mean the vibrant one. So redstone, some Draconic cores. Very slowly, that's going to give us the vibrant energy core. And I'll go and try to get the rest. I'm at blue hearts again. But in order to make the energy relay crystal, we're going to need a few lenses, meaning that we just needed some more pink slime. Do need to have a rock crystal and the drills are giving it to us. I think, yes. Oops, I dropped it. Dude, shut up, please. Basic energy relay crystal. That means with the wyvern energy cores, we have wyvern energy relay crystals. So how do we do this? Yeah, we are going to need some particle generators. I'm doing all of this without auto crafting, it's such a pain. What, 4 particle generators and 2 energy crystals. Oops, I missed an eye of the ender, don't you worry. There you go. These give you like 32 channels. They're much better. I have been hoping that we would be able to get Draconium a bit easier. Yes, there's always mystical agriculture, but I'm assuming, yeah, this is not gonna happen anytime soon. But at least one of the main things that we need to work on is the ore miner itself. This is now a tier 2. I think at least we would be able to upgrade it to tier 3. Because, you know, we have like so many crystals. Here is the controller tier 3. I think the size is still good enough. Let us get our wrench. Where is it? I didn't want to assemble you. Yes. 56 structure frame. It's a good thing that I started making connectors. This version can accept 8 speed modifiers. I have already made them because we had enough mica, but I don't think we will have the power. Also, the lens for the next tier of crystals is going to be blue, so we do have a blue lens somewhere. It shall be placed, don't you worry. 123,000 RF. Okay, we removed some of the speed modifiers. I can't handle that. We just go with like 6 of them at this very moment. Yeah, now it's 100,000 RF. That's manageable. Oh, you're working. That was fast. Well, honestly, we do really want it to work because we need the plutonium. And we got our first palladium. Perfection. Give me my rewards, more rewards, and let them be great, not sausage in a bread. Why are they so garbage? Fine. Well, today we did manage to do a lot of stuff, but there is one more thing that I really want to do before I wrap up today's episode. To make myself a bit happy, so we do have a few dragon eggs. We're going to use the red one, because I did manage to get a few mending books and I really want to get some decent looking armor. You go in and be hatched. Wait a minute, if I remember things correctly, yes, there is a dragon horn and there is also a dragon command staff. I do have a skull. Oh, it doesn't work? Oh, it was a different kind of skull. It's fine. Are you being born? One day, while the dragon is being born, I just wanted to explain to you something. Do you see these 2 resonators? They are converting coal into red coal and we're going to use it next episode in order to make opinium cores. I don't really know how many we have, but it has been running for a few hours. It's 1,777. I think we need like 3,000? You're being a jerk. I'm just saying. He has been born and we can pick him up. You know, inside the horn. We can tell you to stay here. Yes, dragon is staying. And we don't have that much food, but this should do something. You're stage 1. Okay. I did not really think of this, but apparently we need to feed him a lot of food. And venison is acceptable. You feel sharp, I know. I feel tired. Come here, my dear. Thank you. Actually, boars are also acceptable. They do drop pork. Well, apparently our little daughter is now stage 2. I have to go to the Twilight Forest one more time, so yeah. I think it has to be a minimum of stage 3 in order to power the forge, but we will see. We have plenty of scales. We shall have plenty of forge blocks. We might need more. Oh, we might need way more. It's perfectly fine. We have plenty of scales. Don't you worry. Yes. Thank you. So we first make this, then this comes on top. Shut up. You're a stage 2. Stop making noises. And that should be it. Yes. So thankfully we do have enough dragon blood and well, iron is not going to be a problem. Food is for the dragon. But let us see if it's actually gonna work somehow. Hey you, I don't know, stand here. Oh, you do work. Huh. Okay, then I guess it's going to be slower, that's it. Slower is not the word for it, she's very slow. We have 15, that's it. And trust me, it has actually been a while, but we can have the chest plate, the helmet. I have made some mending books, so we should be able to... Where's my anvil? Yes, put mending on them, these are expensive. I look amazing, I know. How do I look with goggles? I look amazinger, I know. Anyways, I wait for the rest. It's incredibly loud, but we only need 2 more. For the leggings. I was AFK and then I realized they do take naps during the night. So yeah, but it's fine, I have my leggings. I don't have anything to complain. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, I think it's also a good time to wrap up the episode. Thank you so much for watching and I hope you enjoyed it. Till the next one, bye bye.